Hello everyone, this is Dr. Vidya Gavande, lecturer, Department of Pharmacy, Government Polytechnic Amravati. Today I am going to discuss regarding proteins, introduction of proteins, properties of proteins and functions of proteins. So we will see one by one. The learning outcome of this video, after completion of this video, student will be able to explain concept of protein, properties of protein, functions of protein and identify the proteins on the basis of their functions. First of all, we will see regarding what are proteins. Proteins are the most abundant organic molecules of the living system. They occur in every part of the cell and constitute about 50% of cellular dry weight. Proteins form the fundamental basis of structure and function of life. Now, what is the origin of word protein? The term protein is derived from a Greek word proteos, meaning holding the first place. Berzelius, who was Swedish chemist, suggested the name proteins to the group of organic compounds that are almost important to life. Mulder, who was Dutch chemist in 1838, used the term proteins for the high molecular weight, nitrogen rich and most abundant substances present in animals and plants. Now, what is the short definition of proteins? Proteins are high molecular weight organic molecules and polymers of amino acids. Single protein consisting of many number of amino acids. When amino acids they are joined together by peptide bond or peptide linkage or CONH bond, then it get converted into proteins. One molecule of amino acid, carboxylic group of one amino acid molecule, when combines with amino group of another amino acid molecule to lose a water molecule, it get converted into CONH bond or CONH linkage, and all amino acids these are joined together by this CONH bond or peptide linkage to form a single protein, and therefore collectively the weight of protein is high. Therefore, these proteins are high molecular weight organic molecules and polymers of amino acid. Now, proteins are predominantly constituted by 5 major elements in following proportion. This is the elemental composition of proteins, in which carbon is about 50 to 55%, hydrogen is 6 to 7.3 or 7.5%. Oxygen is 19 to 24%. Nitrogen is 13 to 19%. Sulfur is 0 to 4%. Next is what are properties of proteins. First property is solubility. Proteins form colloidal solutions instead of true solutions in water. The particle size of colloidal solutions is more than true solution and less than suspensions. So, this is why proteins they form colloidal solutions, because they has huge size. As proteins are polymers of amino acid, therefore their size is comparatively more, and therefore it is not possible to form true solutions of protein, and that's why colloidal solutions of proteins are formed. Next is molecular weight. The proteins vary in their molecular weights, which in turn is dependent on the number of amino acid residues present in that given protein. Each amino acid on an average contributes to molecular weight of about 110. Majority of proteins or polypeptides may be composed of 40 to 4000 amino acids with a molecular weight ranging from 4000 to 4,40,000. A few proteins with their molecular weights are insulin having 5,700, myoglobin having 17,000, hemoglobin having 64,450, serum albumin having 69,000. Next is shape. There is wide variation in protein shape. It may be globular, example is insulin. It may be oval, example is albumin. It may be fibrous or elongated, example is fibrinogen. Next is isoelectric pH. When the net charge of particular molecule is zero, then the particular phenomenon is called as isoelectric. The pH at which net charge is zero, that pH is called as isoelectric pH or PI. Isoelectric pH is a property of amino acids, and I have told you that amino acids combinedly form single protein. So therefore isoelectric pH is also one of the property of protein. At isoelectric pH, the proteins exist as zwitterions or dipolar ions. They are electrically neutral, and that's why do not migrate in electric field. With minimum solubility, maximum precipitability, and least buffering capacity, the isoelectric pH of some proteins are as follows. For pepsin, it is 1.1, casein 4.6, human albumin 4.7, urease 5, hemoglobin 6.7, lysozyme 11. Next is acidic and basic proteins. We know that proteins are polymers of amino acid, and amino acid consisting of acidic group as well as acidic carboxylic group as well as basic amino group. So therefore it is both charges are present, zwitterion, both charges, negative charge as well as positive charge. But some amino acids, they consisting of more acidity due to presence of more than one carboxylic group. Some amino acids, they consisting of more basicity due to presence of more than one amino group. And as these presence of these acidic as well as amino groups in that particular amino acids, when such amino acids make proteins, they form proteins, and in those proteins the ratio of these amino acids when greater than 1, they are referred to acidic as well as basic proteins. Precipitation of proteins. Proteins exist in colloidal solution due to hydration of polar groups, that is CO negative and NH3 positive. Proteins can be precipitated by dehydration or neutralization of polar groups. Then precipitation of proteins can be at isoelectric pH. Precipitation can be by salting out process. Precipitation by salts of heavy metals also, and precipitation by anionic or alkaloidal reagents also. Precipitation by organic solvents also. Then we see about precipitation and at isoelectric pH. That is, proteins in general are least or minimum soluble at isoelectric pH. Certain proteins like casein, which is present in milk, get easily precipitated when pH is adjusted to its isoelectric pH, that is 4.6 value. Then precipitation by salting out. The process of protein precipitation by the additional of neutral salts such as ammonium sulfate or sodium sulfate is known as salting out. This phenomenon is explained on the basis of dehydration of protein molecules by salts. Then precipitation by salts of heavy metals. Heavy metal ions like lead, mercury, zinc, cadmium cause precipitation of proteins. These metals, being positively charged when added to protein solution who are negatively charged in alkaline medium, results in precipitate formation. Then precipitation by anionic or alkaloidal reagents. Proteins can be precipitated by trichloroacetic acid, sulfosalicylic acid, phosphotungstic acid, picric acid, tannic acid, phosphomolybdic acid. By the addition of these acids, the proteins existing as cations are precipitated by anionic form of acids to produce protein sulfosalicylate, protein tungstate, protein picrate. Then precipitation by organic solvents. Organic solvents such as alcohol are good protein precipitating agents. They dehydrate the protein molecule by removing the water envelope and cause precipitation. The use of surgical spirit, that is about 20% alcohol, as a disinfectant is based on the precipitation of proteins and death of bacteria. Then next is color reactions of proteins. The proteins give several color reactions which are often useful to identify the nature of amino acids present in them. For example, biuret reaction, ninhydrin reaction, then Sakaguchi test. Next is functions of proteins. Proteins perform a great variety of specialized and essential functions in living cells. These functions may be broadly grouped as static, that is structural functions, and dynamic functions. Certain proteins are primarily responsible for structure and strength of body. These include collagen and elastin found in bone matrix, vascular system, and other organs, and alpha keratin present in epidermal tissues. Dynamic functions of proteins are more diversified in nature. These include proteins acting as enzymes, hormones, blood clotting factors, immunoglobulins, membrane receptors, storage proteins. Besides their function in genetic control, muscle contraction, respiration, etc. Then we will see one by one. First is building blocks and tissue structure. Proteins are basic constituents of cytoplasm of cell. Proteins are fundamental constituents of the structural and functional organization of the cell. Some proteins are components of structure of tissues. For example, alpha keratin is present in hair and epidermis. Next is catalysis and as receptor. We know that enzymes are catalyst, that is biocatalyst. A catalyst is a substance which alters the rate of chemical reaction without undergoing any chemical change in itself. And enzymes, they are biocatalyst, means they catalyze the biochemical reactions, those chemical reactions which are taking place in living organisms. These enzymes, these are proteinous in nature, and thereby proteins are have the function of catalysis. Then again, membrane receptors, they are proteinous in nature, and therefore this is also, as acting as receptor, this is also function of protein. Next is blood clotting. Blood clotting factors like fibrinogen, they are proteins, and therefore blood clotting is one of the function of protein. Next is transport. Some proteins, they are responsible for transfer or transport of certain constituents or substances or components, like transferrin, which is responsible for transfer of or transport of iron. Then hemoglobin, which carries oxygen. Next is defense. We know that immunoglobulins, that is Ig, symbol is Ig. These are proteinous in nature, and these are the important part of body's defense mechanism. Therefore, defense is one of the function of protein. Next is chemical messenger, that is hormones. Hormones are proteinous in nature, and hormones have function of acting as chemical messengers in system of body, and therefore acting as chemical messenger in the form of hormones is one of the function of protein. Next is contraction. Some proteins like myosin, they are responsible for contraction of muscles, and therefore contraction is also one of the function of protein. Gene expression. Proteins are involved in the gene expression. They control gene expression and translation process. Example is histones. Next is storage. Some proteins, they are involved in storage of certain components like ferritin, which is involved in storage of iron. Nutrition. Proteins serve as nutrients. For example, casein present in milk. Next is buffer. Proteins act as buffer. That is well-known example is plasma protein buffer. Then osmotic pressure. Proteins exert osmotic pressure which helps in maintaining electrolyte and water balance. Next is strength and elasticity. Some proteins provide structural strength and elasticity to the organs and vascular system. Example is collagen and elastin of bone matrix and ligaments. These are several functions which are beneficial to our body. Protein has negative role also. Some proteins they function as antivitamins. For example, avidin of egg. Egg avidin is antivitamin for vitamin biotin, which is also called as vitamin H or vitamin B7. Some proteins they are infective agents. For example, prions, which are proteins in nature which cause mad cow disease. Some proteins are toxins like exotoxins. Example, enterotoxin of cholera microorganisms. So these are certain function of proteins, and apart from this I have also focused some negative role of proteins in our body. These are certain references from which I have collected the particular points. I hope I have explained sufficiently, and I hope you all understood the particular points. Thank you very much.